Smoke is everywhere, and the fire service knows it. You know it. It's also well known that smoke kills more people than flames. There are numerous toxicants within fire smoke, but there are two that challenge the pre-hospital care provider when it comes to assessment and could potentially complicate any treatment rendered. Often, carbon monoxide gets all the credit when we think about the dangers of smoke exposure. Rarely acknowledged is hydrogen cyanide, which is created during the combustion process of burning laminates, synthetics, foams, plastics, and even wood. Nearly everything in our homes and offices today. And when smoke inhalation victims are exposed to both toxicants, their medical conditions become much more complicated. In short, hydrogen cyanide kills the organs and carbon monoxide kills the blood. So the question has to be in your mind, how bad can it be? And it means hydrogen cyanide and carbon monoxide. Well, here's some values for you to consider. The IDLH, which means immediately dangerous to life and health value, for CO, carbon monoxide, is 1,200 parts per million. That same value, IDLH for hydrogen cyanide, is 50 parts per million. The REL, or recommended exposure limit for carbon monoxide, is 35 parts per million, and the recommended exposure limit for hydrogen cyanide is 5 parts per million. You'll also see that HCN levels, hydrogen cyanide levels, above 270 parts per million can be fatal in 6 to 8 minutes. When you think about a part per million, think of it this way. Imagine the room you're in right now filled with 1 million golf balls and pick out 5 of those. That's a very small amount. And when you look at these two values, you're seeing them at fairly low levels, 5 parts per million as a recommended exposure limit for cyanide. That's not very much. Think about toxicity this way. It's not how much I can take, it's how little will kill me or hurt me.
Frank Brannigan years ago, brilliant firefighter, brilliant man, said, know your building, know your enemy. Today, we have to take it a step further. Know your buildings and know what's in your buildings. Understand your enemy. Your enemy is the fire dynamics, the thermal, and it's the smoke, it's the toxicity.